Most people think they understand what shapes work and daily life, but the real forces remain hidden in plain sight. What if the country you choose to work in changes nearly every part of your everyday routine, from your lunch break to your sense of purpose without you realizing? Picture a late afternoon in Amsterdam. Plaid chairs sit empty by 5 p.m., desks are clear, coffee cups rinsed, workers biking past rows of tulips. Now look at Los Angeles during the same hour. Office towers glow long after sunset. The hum of voices, clicks from keyboards, and city traffic echo. Americans expect late hours and emails after dinner. In the Netherlands, early departures and quiet evenings are not a sign of laziness but a daily reality. This video breaks down what really goes on behind closed office doors and living room windows in the Netherlands versus the US. 10 direct contrasts covering job identity, salaries, paid leave, job security, and the daily costs of being a worker, grounded in published salaries, research, international forums, and documented employee stories. Expect facts that challenge the familiar storyline. Hear the difference between surface-level cliches and practical reality, details that rarely appear on job sites or social media. Insights draw from workplace statistics, real price comparisons, and first-hand observations from those who have lived the difference. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe. Number 10. Status versus curiosity. In the United States, work plays a leading role in identity. Dinner tables from post-war suburbs to upscale restaurants still hear the question, what do you do? A straightforward answer is expected, often tied to a recognizable company or degree. The name Harvard or UCLA travels from a diploma to an introduction, boosting perceived status. At a casual party in Florida or a business lunch in New York, job titles are offered within minutes. Pursuing a brand name position or top title remains a visible point of pride. In the Netherlands, questions around profession and education are more about understanding someone's interests than proving hierarchy. Cafes in Amsterdam host quiet exchanges about favorite projects or hobbies rather than company logos. A degree from Maastricht or a civil service job receives the same respect as more famous options. Status does not anchor the conversation. Many Americans find this approach liberating, sometimes even unsettling. Number 9. Standing out versus fitting in. American schools, from kindergarten onward, reward high performers. The drive to stand out and win starts early and never really fades. Picture a graduation in Chicago, test scores projected on a screen, proud parents clapping. The phrase, "I got into Harvard," carries weight in movies and family gatherings. Effort centers on beating the average. Dutch schools, by contrast, encourage consensus and modest targets. The phrase, "doe normaal," act normal, carries a gentle reminder that showing off is unnecessary. Sixes culture means getting a 6 on a 10-point scale, and passing is enough. Students in Rotterdam walk out of an exam content with meeting the requirement, no more. At work, colleagues focus on shared results over individual stars. Americans often recognize the absence of direct competition with mixed emotions. Number 8. Long hours versus short weeks. At a U.S. office, lights burn past 7 p.m. Keyboards click, Slack notifications flash, late coffee is common. According to the OECD, 10.4% of American workers put in very long hours. Extra effort signals. Ambition. Many return home after dark, dinner delayed by spreadsheets or calls from other time zones. In the Netherlands, 0.3% report long working hours, and the workweek averages 30 hours compared to 39 in the US. Desks stand empty after 5. 4-day weeks are common, especially for parents. Colleagues gently urge one another to leave on time. Missing a family meal for a meeting raises eyebrows. Some Americans find the empty office strange, and sometimes a relief. Number 7. Salaries and lifestyle. Salary expectations cause culture shock. In Amsterdam, a typical software engineer earns €93,000 in total compensation. High performers can reach €4,000, but such cases remain rare. In San Francisco, the same role earns a median of $23,000, with stock options pushing top incomes into 7 figures. A financial analyst in Amsterdam receives around €63,000 yearly, while San Francisco offers $15,000. Dutch teachers average about €5,000 per year. Their U.S. counterparts earn $65,000, but in California some see $85,000, dented by higher rent and insurance. Material gains are clear on paper, but daily satisfaction shifts. Lower pay in the Netherlands is tolerated when balanced by more predictable hours and less financial pressure for basics. Americans may notice that a smaller paycheck sometimes buys a better life. Number 6. taxes and take-home pay. Dutch income taxes bite hard above €73,000, where the 50% rate kicks in. Americans navigate a maze of federal and state taxes, California taxing income, Texas not. Detailed filings and deductions add complexity, but usually mean higher take-home pay, especially at the upper end. When income grows, the American system allows top earners to keep more, while Dutch taxation narrows the net gap. Consider the monthly pay stub. U.S. workers often see more direct deposits, but not always better purchasing power when factoring housing, health, and transit. Dutch taxes fund extensive public transport, affordable college tuition, and local parks. The real issue many Americans notice is not just how much is taken, but what those contributions provide in plain terms. Number 5. Vacation law versus norm. In Dutch cities come July, long lines form at the train station, and bicycles fill quiet streets. By law, every Dutch employee receives at least 20 paid vacation days, but 25 days is typical. Some contracts climb even higher. In offices, teams coordinate departures in waves. By contrast, American law sets no baseline. Most private sector workers receive 2 weeks, if they're lucky. The fear of falling behind keeps many from using every day allotted. Colleagues in Dallas or Chicago might send emails from hotel lobbies or check in from vacation just in case. In Dutch firms, unplugging is expected. Taking time off is seen not as an exception, but as a mark of professionalism. Most Americans discover this only by watching whole departments empty out in July or August. Number 4. Firing versus protection. In the U.S., employment at will is the standard. Anyone can be dismissed with short or no notice unless a contract says otherwise. The message is clear. Always be ready to prove your value. The result is a quiet tension, even for those with years on the job. Dutch law layers contracts for security. Temporary arrangements last up to 3 years, or 3 renewals. Permanent status is achieved slowly. After that, employers must provide a documented reason for dismissal, like redundancy or severe performance issues. Even reprimands involve a formal process. Security rises with time served. This reversal often puzzles Americans, used to either instant job loss or near unbreakable tenure. But the Dutch expect slow, steady progress toward protection. Number 3. Healthcare bills versus coverage. In American offices, insurance cards act as keys to the doctor's office. Coverage is tied to employment. Lose the job, lose the plan. The average single plan costs $8,000 yearly, with family plans reaching $3,000, often split between worker and employer. Deductibles and co-pays bring unexpected bills. An emergency room visit might mean $2,000 out of pocket or more. Changing jobs can mean switching providers, networks, or even facing gaps. In the Netherlands, every resident buys health insurance directly, usually for €100 to €200 per month, plus a €400 annual deductible. Plans cover hospital, doctor, mental health, and basic dental care, even for children. Care is roughly the same whether you're an executive or a factory worker. Clinics run quietly, with few surprises at the desk. Most Americans experience a sense of relief but disbelief at the order and predictability. Number 2. Sick leave versus burnout. American sick leave is contract-based, usually offering 6 days or less. When those are gone, vacation time is used, or wages stop. Federal law mandates up to 12 weeks off for severe illness or family need, but unpaid. Paid short-term leave is rare, except in some union jobs. Dutch labor law is explicit. Workers off sick receive at least 70% pay for up to 2 years, sometimes the full amount, depending on the contract. Mental health conditions such as burnout qualify alongside physical illness. If illness strikes during planned vacation, those days convert to sick leave, saving holiday time for better days ahead. Colleagues discuss recovery and return plans openly with supervisors, without worrying about rumors or stigma. Americans used to silence or bravado around health often find the Dutch approach matter-of-fact. The contradiction emerges. Dutch firms may seem slow to hire or promote, but when misfortune strikes, protections appear firm and generous. Number 1. Reward versus balance. The main trade-off remains clear. In American work culture, ambition is expected. High incomes are available, especially in tech, law, and finance, with long hours and rising demands. Before smartphones, expectations for weekend or evening availability already crept into professional life. Today, boundaries are thinner than ever. The potential for large rewards draws talent, but often excludes personal time. In the Netherlands, upper salary limits are lower, but the average worker enjoys a shorter week, routine vacation, state-mandated breaks, and protection from abrupt dismissal. Each system rewards a different value. The US elevates drive and risk, while the Dutch system prizes predictability and rest. Conflicts arise when American expats miss the open competition, but also gain clarity about what good enough means away from constant striving. For some, ambition trumps balance. For others, the hidden details of a quieter life, leisure, security, family meals, change priorities. Whether the Netherlands or America offers a better deal depends less on numbers and more on daily habits, costs, and what a person decides matters most. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.